Hello everyone. Most of South Africa will see more thunder showers during the next few days. Almost the entire interior will see thunder showers. The highest totals, those will be maybe in the order of 50 millimeters, and that is until next Monday, the 22nd of December, will be over the Eastern Highveld and the surrounding areas there, into the Drakensberg, eastern parts of the Eastern Cape, and the interior of KwaZulu-Natal. So those areas will also include large parts of the summer grain production area. The eastern parts of this region into Mpumalanga, Gauteng and far eastern northwest are expected to receive the highest totals during the next few days, while the western parts of that region in total should see less rain, less than 20 millimeters in most areas there, while some parts in the east may receive more than 40 or 50 millimeters in total during the next few days, until Monday the 22nd of December. We will also see some light showers over the winter rainfall region on Tuesday the 16th of December, again associated with a cold front. That is not typical for this time of the year, but we have seen that numerous times during November and December. And that is also associated with stronger westerly winds over the southern hemisphere, and at times those westerly winds advect dry air into our interior, and that is responsible also for more unstable conditions where thunder showers occur, and that is why we also saw more severe storms during November or late November and early December than what is typical for this time of the year. Further to the north, we see high rainfall totals associated with the tropical low pressure system oscillating between eastern or southeastern Angola and western Zambia and so forth. This is quite important during this time of the year, in our mid to late summer, as these tropical systems are responsible for contributing more moisture into our region, which increases the potential for significant rainfall in our area. Sometimes they even move into South Africa as well. At this stage, it has a positive effect in terms of producing more moisture and contributing more moisture in our area for higher totals when we see thunder showers over South Africa. Now zooming out a bit, for the same period until Monday the 22nd of December, we see this area where the tropical low pressure system will be associated with more rainfall. So there will be high totals over southern Africa, while it will be somewhat drier over the Indian Ocean. So looking at large scale patterns, we see that it's still quite conducive for heavier rain over southern Africa than further to the east. So that is still quite positive for us, but we can see that over South Africa it is somewhat drier than over the areas towards the north. So the circulation pattern is not perfect for heavy rainfall over South Africa, but because of the system towards the north, we will see moisture contributed over our area, and sometimes we will see moisture from the Indian Ocean as well. That will also result in better chances for rainfall. Again, the westerly winds are quite far to the north. We see these systems here towards the south, and that is also then a contributing factor to somewhat drier conditions we see over our part of the subcontinent. However, thunder showers will be something that we will see over South Africa every day during the next few days, starting in the west at first early this week, and then moving towards the eastern parts by Thursday, and then moving back towards the west by the weekend, and then early next week, the week of the 22nd, this may again move further towards the east, and with more rainfall then towards the east. All the time, this low pressure system should remain towards the north, contributing moisture into our region, while we will have other sources of moisture as well, and upper air instability at times that will produce more widespread thunder showers at times. Because most of the rain this time will be more convective in nature, in contrast to the softer weather that we have seen over large parts of the country when it was cool and cloudy, we should see a better chance for more severe storms, especially because we should see those westerly winds again coming into the country following the cold front on Tuesday over those western parts, and where they interact with the thunder showers, we can see a few of those thunder showers becoming severe again. So there will be an enhanced chance for severe storms during large parts of this period where we see thunder showers, especially over the western to central parts of the country. This is a EUMETSAT infrared image for Monday, the 15th of December, and we can see that low pressure system towards the north clearly. That's a lot of moisture that's available for us in the event that we have good upper air systems, positive conditions for rainfall over South Africa. We can also see the cold front towards the west. And over South Africa, we had some thunder showers, mostly isolated over some parts of the country, mostly the central to eastern parts during this day on Monday. This low pressure system will remain in place during the week while moving around in this area towards the north, and that will support more rainfall over our area during the next week or two, while the low pressure system is present over those areas towards the north. So most of the country saw rainfall during the first 14 days of December, excluding those far western parts of the country, but most areas towards the east of that area of the central Northern Cape saw totals in the order of 20 or more. We see even areas, some parts in the Northern Cape received more than 50 millimeters of rain, which is quite high for this time of the year. And if we look at our summer grain production area, we see totals there over large parts, especially the northern areas, so Mpumalanga into the southern parts of Northwest, and the northern parts of the Free State around 50 to 70 millimeters or even higher in some areas there. Now looking at the rainfall as a percentage of the long-term average for the first 14 days of December, and again we can see something that looks a bit more like a La Nina pattern with above average rainfall over most of the interior, while these southern parts of the country were relatively dry, where we saw below normal rainfall during that period. Some of those central to eastern parts of the Northern Cape and some of those areas in Northwest as well into the Northwestern Free State for this first half of December received more than 200% of the long-term average, and in isolated areas even more than 500% of the long-term average. Now focusing more closely on the summer grain production area, and we are looking here for the period 5 to 14 December, so a 10-day period until Sunday the 14th of December. And most of the central to northern parts of this area, the grain production region, received more than 30 millimeters of rain. There is a region in the Eastern Free State where we saw less rain, where total seems to be below 10 millimeters in most of those areas. But then there were some areas that received quite good rainfall as well. This area around Wesselsbron and Bultfontein, some areas there even more than 100 millimeters of rain. And then also those areas towards the north of Ventersdorp over the Northwest province, seeing totals exceeding 100 millimeters in isolated areas there. Over the Mpumalanga province, totals were somewhat lower. We see around 20 millimeters towards the east and south of Middelburg and Witbank over those areas there, but progressively higher totals towards the central and western parts of the summer grain production region. As you can expect, with the cooler conditions that we have seen during the last few days, we are still lagging behind in terms of the daily heat units or the cumulative heat units since the middle of October. We see a total of around 350, which is about 20% less than what would be the average of around 430. Some years see 505 heat units for that area over the eastern parts of the grain production region, specifically around Ermelo. So this is for all the years since 2015, and we are about 20% behind the long-term average for that period, and we are at the lowest cumulative total compared to the other years since 2015. The broken black line is the cumulative heat units for this year specifically. So now looking on a day-to-day basis, firstly on Tuesday the 16th of December, we will see isolated to scattered thunder showers over the central to western interior. These storms will move during the day from the west towards the eastern parts, so let's say into the central parts of the country, so from the west towards the central parts of the country. And there will also be some very isolated thunder showers over the rest of the country towards the northeast. We can also see some light showers expected over the western parts, over the southwestern parts, the winter rainfall region associated with the cold front. That will result in somewhat lower maximum temperatures over that region, with maximum temperatures generally remaining below 30 degrees Celsius or less than 25 degrees Celsius in many areas. Due to those northwesterly winds that we expect over some of these western to southern parts of the country, we will see higher temperatures as well, with maximum temperatures reaching up to 35 degrees Celsius or maybe higher over those western interior parts, and also spreading into the southeastern interior areas of the country. We will also have hot conditions over the northeastern low-lying areas. That's the Lowveld, Limpopo River Valley, and also these eastern to northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. So a hot day over those areas, while over the eastern Highveld and the surrounding areas we will see maximum temperatures around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius over most of those areas. So it will be a mild day, mild to warm over the rest of the interior. With westerly winds interacting with some of these storms over the interior, drier air interacting with those storms, we may also see a few of those storms producing hail and strong winds over the western to central parts. On Wednesday the 17th, we will see drier conditions over the western parts of the interior as the rain band should shift somewhat further east. We will see thunder showers over most of the central to eastern areas, and these storms will be a bit more widespread over those far eastern areas, especially later during the day, including KwaZulu-Natal and parts of Mpumalanga. We also see some light showers expected over these far southern parts of the country, let's say the Gardens route, and that will be an onshore flow behind the cold front. But over much of the interior, the westerly winds will then also be responsible for pushing our weather towards the east, so that it will clear and be dry over the western interior. We can see the effect of the cold front because it will be somewhat cooler over these southern parts of the country. Some of those southern areas will see maximum temperatures not exceeding 20 degrees Celsius over these southern parts of the country. Then we will also see ahead of all the action over the interior, it will be quite hot over the Limpopo River Valley, the Lowveld and the northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Temperatures over much of the interior will be around 20 to 25 or maybe 30 degrees Celsius over these northern parts, and a bit cooler towards the south. So to summarize, generally cooler over the southern parts, and then still warm over these northern areas, and hot over the northeastern parts on Wednesday the 17th of December, with thunder showers over the central to eastern areas. Again, some of those storms over the central parts, maybe even a bit further east, may become severe with the drier air from the west, and then a bit higher totals may be expected a bit further east as well. An onshore flow from the east will result in cooler conditions over the eastern parts of the country on Thursday the 18th of December, with temperatures on maximum temperatures remaining below 20 degrees Celsius in some of those eastern areas, far eastern areas. It will become warm again over the western parts as we will have an offshore flow there with higher temperatures, maybe reaching into the 35 degrees Celsius over those lower Orange Valley areas. Due to the influx of cooler air from the east, we will see an enhanced tendency for thunder showers, so it will be a bit more widespread over these northern parts of the country, but most of the interior towards the south, the central, western interior, southern interior will be dry on this day according to current forecasts, while most of the action will be in the northeast, and it will be somewhat more intense due to the influx of moisture from the east. By Friday the 19th, the hot conditions will shift again towards the western parts. We will see mild conditions over the central to eastern areas, and it will also be hot over the northern to western parts of the winter rainfall region. The reason for that will be that we will see more of a northerly to easterly flow over the interior. If we look at rainfall, thunder showers will start shifting further west again, and we should see, according to current forecasts, isolated to scattered thunder showers maybe over the central to northern areas. By Saturday the 20th of December and into the weekend generally, we will see this upper air trough developing over the western parts, and that should slowly move further east during the next few days into early next week. We will still have that tropical low pressure system towards the north, and there will be some interaction between the two systems. So by Saturday already we should see an intensification of the rainfall over the interior. We will see more thunder showers, a bit more widespread than the previous day or two over the central to eastern areas. This may also shift further west as we progress during the weekend, and by early next week this entire system should probably create a bit more widespread rain over the country. Forecasts are still quite uncertain, but we will have a closer look with a Cumulus newsletter later this week at what is going to happen early next week with that system. So it seems to, at this stage, that the forecast models indicate we should see a bit more rainfall early next week before everything maybe shifts further towards the east. So on Saturday it will still be hot over those western parts and also parts of the winter rainfall region probably as well. But the eastern areas should remain quite mild, and we know that we should see a bit more cloud cover with the intensification of this entire rainfall system as we progress through the weekend. So if we summarize temperatures for the next few days, this is from the 15th December to the 21st, and this is the average maximum temperature. Firstly, looking at the summer grain production region, most of that area will see maximum temperatures in the order of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, somewhat hotter towards the west, and also a bit cooler over those eastern high-lying areas of especially Mpumalanga into the northeastern Free State, where average maximum temperatures may be below 25. Generally, it will be relatively mild to cool for this time of the year. We see average temperatures, however, in the lower orange may exceed 35 degrees Celsius. But generally speaking, this is a cooler than normal expectation for maximum temperatures during the next few days. Summarizing the hottest days or the highest maximum temperatures for 15 to 21 December. On the 16th, we will see those hot conditions over the western parts into the winter rainfall region as well. The hotter conditions there will be later this week, sorry. But over those western parts and the southeastern parts should see mostly those high temperatures early in the period around the 16th. Over these western areas, we will see those higher temperatures as well later during the week, especially by Friday and into the weekend as well over those western parts, also by Friday over the winter rainfall region. So this will not be in the early part of the week, but over the Northern Cape, those northern areas, northwestern areas, that will also be hot on the Tuesday the 16th. Then we will also see the hot conditions developing over the northeastern lower lying areas, and that will be mostly during the middle of this current week. When we look at the lowest minimum temperatures during the next few days, again until the 21st, we see somewhat lower minimum temperatures at times, maybe below 5 degrees Celsius, and that will be associated with the cold front earlier this week, around Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday morning especially will probably be quite cool over the southern parts, and at times we will also see somewhat lower temperatures over those northeastern parts. But importantly, over the summer grain production area, we will not see minimum temperatures really falling below 5 degrees Celsius. Lowest temperatures maybe over those eastern areas of the region, maybe around 10 degrees Celsius. We then see higher temperatures with the lowest, keeping the lowest minimum temperature in mind over these central parts, where some of those areas can expect lowest minimum temperatures exceeding 20 degrees Celsius. We also see that in those far eastern lower lying areas as well. Just quickly looking at the large scale features, this is a southern annular mode again. Below the line means that it will be negative, and we see negative values since about mid-October, continuing even until the middle part of December. So that means that the westerly winds were further north during this period, and that is also then associated with more severe thunder showers over the country as those drier air periods, with the drier air interacting with the thunder showers. Going forward, this index is expected to become a bit more neutral, and that may be good for us if we think in terms of the potential for severe weather going forward. So looking at convection close to the equator according to the Madden-Julian oscillation, starting at 14 December for the next 10 days or so, that area over the eastern parts of the Indian Ocean will be drier than normal. That is usually a good thing for us in South Africa to see more moisture over the subcontinent when that area is there over the eastern parts of the Indian Ocean. So in red, it shows the areas where we will see less convection, and usually we see more convection then further towards the west, which also coincides with southern Africa. But if we look at what's going to happen according to the forecast, this area of reduced convection is expected to move further east, and there will be an area of more convection maybe developing over parts of the Indian Ocean. So that could be negative for rainfall over the subcontinent, but that is only by the end of December. These forecasts are still quite uncertain, but generally speaking, it seems like conditions remain positive for above average rainfall over southern Africa until about the 23rd, 24th of December, according to current forecasts. And then most of the action will shift into the Indian Ocean, and usually then by the end of December, according to this forecast, that will lead to somewhat drier conditions over the interior. So again, the first map is for the 14th of December, and as we move down here on the maps, we move later in time until the end of December. Finally, looking at the situation with regards to rainfall, this is an ensemble forecast from the GFS model, and this is until Monday the 22nd of December. We can see that position of the tropical low towards the north, the Angola low, which is good for us for rainfall over southern Africa, and most of our regions should see above average rainfall going forward, with drier areas over the Indian Ocean. But we can also see enhanced convection developing a bit further towards the east now. Generally speaking, however, during the next few days, rainfall will be above average according to the ensemble forecast over most of the summer rainfall region. Looking at the last few days of the month until the 31st of December, and now, that will be the last few days of the month, we see that there are indications of somewhat drier conditions developing over the western parts of the country, and then still an indication of thunder showers over the eastern highveld areas. That is mostly separated from a region of above average precipitation towards the northeast. So that is just an indication that according to the current forecast, it seems that the action will shift a bit further east by the end of the month, leaving us with a drier period over the central to western parts, and mostly only isolated to scattered thunder showers, focusing on those eastern highveld areas and the surrounding region. But this is quite far ahead, and we will have a more focused look at this period also in the Cumulus newsletter later this week.
"2010 was described as the decade of disruption. Smartphones, wearables, technology built to last. So why don't we build everything that way?" Luckily, there is a group of people that still believe in this way of thinking. For over 10 years, they've helped farmers build lasting futures with crop insurance that stands firm when it matters most. AgriSeker.
We are where you are.
An authorized FSP underwritten by Land Bank Insurance Company.